All right, they had their hands up while the piano guy was playing. Joining us now from New York City, Mary Catherine Ham, and from Washington, Juan Williams. So, since the hands up thing is a myth, never happened, why is the hands up thing at the Grammy Awards, Juan?
Because it's become a symbol for a movement, Bill. I think you know that. I mean, that's what that and I Can't Breathe and Black Lives Matter, that's all become a symbol of people who are legitimately critical of police behavior when it comes to interaction and deaths of young black men.
Interesting you use the word legitimately. I Can't Breathe, okay, fine, was said. Black Lives Matter, an opinion piece. Right. I don't have any problem with it. Okay, hands up, false narrative. So you're going to base your protest on a false narrative, Juan?
You don't understand. It's become a meme, as they say these days. I'm not the hippest guy, but I think you know what that means. You know, it's kind of a way that people talk about it. It's symbolic. So you're right. Let me just say, Bill O'Reilly is right. We do not know that Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri had his hands up, but it has become the way that people talk about difficulties between especially poor black people and the community. I will say this. I wish that the artists, and I think artists legitimately are critical of our society. They help us to better see our society. I wish they were as critical about black-on-black violence, about black family breakdown, about bad schools in black communities. I don't see them ever, along with the civil rights leaders.
No, they don't, because the industry, the music industry, has contributed to that largely, particularly in the breakdown of the family unit. How do you see it, Mary Catherine?
Well, I think you're right to point out that, look, the facts of this and the idea of the false narrative is not exactly correct here, but this is a larger movement. I think we should give some allowance for that with artists. To me, even though I don't agree with them or I'm not part of that movement necessarily, I understand what the artists are doing, and it just doesn't bother me that much in an award show, because I'm not, as a conservative, especially not surprised to find that the Grammys is full of liberal political statements or liberal-leaning political statements. Where I'm a grown-up, I can deal with that, and it doesn't surprise me that much. And I don't want to fact-check backup dancers for the rest of my life. It's the Grammys.
Did you just say you were a grown-up, Mary Catherine? Has that been established?
Yep.
That has been established? Is it true?
Been true for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have to, because we spent all our time with Axelrod, we got to let you guys go. But Juan, I understand your point, and I respect protests in America. I always have. But I think that if, all due respect to everybody involved, including Pharrell, is very happy, and I'm glad he's happy. I'm happy he's happy.
Yeah.
All right? Okay. All right. If you want to get your point across and persuade people who don't agree with you,
I think you're right about that.
You don't use that, because that's bogus.
I think you're right about that. And he's also made some unorthodox comments about Michael Brown and covered some of the other things that happened that day that other folks have not said. So he's a more complex guy than just this.
Well, I'm very glad.
We got him. They got us talking about it.
That's right. I'm a simple guy, and Pharrell, the happy guy's complex, and that's the problem.